This is T2E2 from the Predatory Lending Network, out with the news that a Los Angeles area hospital was hacked and was forced to pay a $17,000 ransom to unknown hackers. What do you think of this?
Oh, sounds like somebody I can go after. Him, Matt Murdock. They should get him to be their lawyer, so I can go after him as well. There's hackers are the next gangster.
Now, no data was compromised, but the hospital was locked out of their system for weeks. Now, what do you think of this?
Sounds like a lot of people had a lot of suffering going on without their medication, etc. Wow, that's some problems.
Now, the ransom was paid with Bitcoin, and there is no way to track the hackers at this time. With the large amount of illegal activity using Bitcoin, should this change?
Bitcoin, that's another problem this country has facing. All of these villains, I'm sure the Joker has something to do with that as well. Did anybody call Batman? Because I want his number.
Now, what is the future of healthcare and cybersecurity seeing events like this?
Obamacare, another problem that we're facing as a country. That could be a problem too. Obama, coming.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say?
Have fun at the con.
So in closing, this is T2E2 saying. Now this is T2E2 from the Predatory Lending Network, with the news that a Los Angeles area hospital was hacked and was forced to pay $70,000 in ransom to unknown hackers. What do you think of this?
Well, as a criminal myself, I wish I would have gotten to it first, really. This one keeping me from doing it all. She's a bimbo.
Well, what do you think?
Well, actually, I don't know anything about this because I don't have any TV, because my opponent doesn't let me watch TV, so...
She should really only be watching me, so...
Now, no data was compromised, but the hospital was locked out of their system for several weeks. What do you think of this?
Well, that's really smart, actually. I wish I would have the intelligence to do hacking and stuff like that, but I'm more of just a bombs guy myself. I like the explosions, the way out there, you know.
Oh yeah, he does. He really does.
Now, the ransom was paid using Bitcoin, and now there is no way to track the hackers with this. Now, with the large amount of illegal activity using Bitcoin, do you think this should change?
Well, I know that Batman would be able to find them with or without any tracking or anything. But, man, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
Now, the ransom was paid with Bitcoin, and there is no way to track the hackers at this time. Now, with the large amount of illegal activity using Bitcoin, do you think this should change?
Probably, so this doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Just so more hospitals can get blown up by me and not by some people in Saudi or whatever they are.
Now, what do you see as the future of healthcare and cybersecurity because of this?
I think we should just stick to people taking care of people, not so much computers and cybers like you, because we all saw what that happened with the big old T over here. So, yeah.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say?
Have a laugh, kiddos.
So in closing, this is T2E2. Now this is T2E2 from the Predatory Lending Network, out with the news that a Los Angeles area hospital was hacked into, and they were forced to pay a $17,000 ransom to unknown hackers. What do you think of this?
What do I think of that? I think that sucks, because I know I don't have money right now, so I'm betting everybody else doesn't either. And I'm working 2 jobs just so I could pay for this fun stuff. If I had to pay a ransom, I don't know what I would do.
Now, no data was compromised, but the hospital was locked out of their system for several weeks. What do you think of that?
What do I think? I think that, I mean, it's medical, so that was probably, scary for one. If the doctors were locked out? The doctors were?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so the doctors or the hospital had to pay the ransom?
The hospital.
Right? Just to get the information. I mean, it's a hospital, so they have money, for one. But I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't. I'm sorry, I'm ruining your thing.
Now the ransom was paid with Bitcoin, and there is no way to track the hackers at this time. Now, with the large amount of illegal activity using Bitcoin, do you think this should change?
What should change?
The ransom was paid with Bitcoin, and there is no way to track the hackers at this time. With the large amount of illegal activity using Bitcoin, should this change?
No.
Now, what do you think is the future of healthcare and cybersecurity?
In cybersecurity? Gosh, I don't know. You picked the wrong person.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say?
Have a good day.
So in closing, this is T2E2 signing out.
I'm so sorry. You went through all that.
Now, this is T2E2 from the Predatory Lending Network, out with the news that a Los Angeles area hospital was hacked into by unknown hackers and was forced to pay a $17,000 ransom. What do you think of this?
I think it's absolutely horrible that they gave in to these hackers while, you know, they need better IT, because there is a way to fix it. There is a way to unlock your computer without paying them. I mean, it happened to me before. I could fix it. They should have been able to fix it. And it's absolutely startling and terrifying that they could just hack in at any hospital, take any information what they want about everybody, and you know, and these people just gave in, and it's basically giving in to terrorism.
Now, no data was compromised, but the hospital was locked out of their system for several weeks. What did you make of it?
It's still not good enough. I mean, they need to up their game. They need better IT. They need a lot of fixing.
Now, the ransom was paid using Bitcoin. Now, there is no way to track the hackers because they use Bitcoin. Now, do you think with the large amount of illegal activity using Bitcoin, should this change?
I mean, as soon as they demanded Bitcoin, it was a problem. You know, good luck finding where it went. So, I mean, it's a big mess. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's terrifying. It's startling, and it's like, are we even safe anymore? You know, it's really bad. It's horrible.
Now, what do you see as the future for healthcare and cybersecurity?
Well, definitely. Now, since this happened, a lot of hospitals are going to up their game with IT. Hopefully, more people that specialize in, you know, the whole cyber warfare kind of thing are actually put into hospitals, you know, as a part, you know, of keeping everyone locked out, you know, the unwanted's locked out, because we can't afford it. No one can afford this, you know. It's just one click away and they have everything, and we need to, you know, everyone needs to up the ante. It's horrible.
In closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say?
May the force be with you.
In closing, this is T2E2 saying, live long and prosper.